Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle made by
this running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff working right. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. This is Shenault on the receiving end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson from the left side here, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw on 3rd down. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to number 21. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Working with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Texans 3. Jaguars 0.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Gain of 6. And a Jaguar 1st down.
From midfield, here's Tua. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Jacksonville.
Tua to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
17 yards. First down, Jaguars.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To try again after the sack. Watson, and the pressure gets to him again.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation, run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. A handoff as they run the counter play. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really floated around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Ross Blacklock able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon. Past the 20. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. How about that for a little jolt right before before intermission.
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Connection made with Shenault. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And he stopped immediately there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Taken by Justin Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Texans 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 29, Watson. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. The 20, 10, and they will score.
Fucking giving him this game. Two defense
looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
At the 39-yard line.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll get to this and touch it, looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Their own 15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Able to complete this to Shenault.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tua going to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Brings up 4th.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Texans 24, Jaguars 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. Quick throw complete to Chark. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Texans.
Back to throw is Tua. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. And we've got a timeout.
3-yard attempt.
9 seconds remaining. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They needed a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Texans, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be the hunters with the blues in it. In blood across it where the blood dealer just stay turned like, you know, I've been through that water like bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud. Want to buy my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drip,